Hello, you divine creature. April is a game changer. We have just got Neptune, the planet of spirituality, of merging, of empathy, of psychic ability, illusions, deception, sex, drugs, and doing whatever it takes to get lost from reality, shifting signs from Pisces, which is its spiritual home. It belongs there. Neptune rules Pisces. So I actually really enjoyed that. We had a time where spirituality became more relevant. We also had more empathy, more understanding of each other. We had so much creativity, and it was just fabulous. I mean, you know, at its downsides, but generally I thought it was really good. And when Neptune goes into Aries, it is obviously a completely different vibe. And historically, like when Neptune was in Pisces back in the day, it was the surge of mediumship, the surge of the pre-Raphaelites, etc. But when Neptune went into Aries, it's, you know, quite warlike, quite rebellious, quite me, I'm going to make my dreams come true. And of course, we can harness that energy for our benefit. In terms of universally, the positives that came out of Neptune in Aries was the end of slavery, women's rights, lots of rebellions, lots of countries overthrowing other countries. And we're in this position where, you know, there's a lot of very strong masculine energy around. And obviously, Aries is masculine. And we've got a lot of planets going into Aries. But this month, it's also Aries season. So I genuinely believe we're going to have a flavour of what's to come. And be really interesting for you to think about how you feel about your spirituality, about your dreams, about your ability to manifest, and also about your connection to other people. Tune in to awaken your warrior within. I think that's the positive side of it, you know. It connects us to our spirituality. It connects us to, you know, a complete connection to the divine and to love, but it also awakens our warrior. So you will see people fighting for what, in the best case scenario, you'll see people fighting for what they believe in. Worst case scenario, a lot of delusions, illusions, and downright lying and wars and anger based on things that aren't true. So we've got to keep our wits about us and a very, very pure center in our hearts. You know, anytime you feel angry or warrior-like from now on, really tune in and go, right, what is my intuition telling me about this? What is my heart telling me about this? And if I came to this anger with love, where would it lead me? So you fight for what you believe in, but you don't trample over people. And I think it's going to be very interesting times in the external world. So that is, I mean, Neptune went into Aries on the 30th of March, so it's fresh energy for us. I want you to own your, being an individual, right, and having an ego, I don't think is a negative thing per se. Because if we didn't have an ego, we'd just be one mush. You know, we were sent onto Earth to be individual, but also understand we're all connected, right? We're all the same. We're all part of a greater whole, but we are born to have a unique voice and a unique soul. So hopefully you can use Neptune in Aries to really reinforce your self-confidence in going, it's okay to be me. That is the positive. Anyway, this month kicks off with lots of positive energy, actually. We have Mercury conjunct the North Node. And let me tell you this. Last month was all about us looking at the past lives, ex-lovers, whatever, karma. And now it's about going forward and evolving. It was all about, you know, eclipse season and the South Node, which is about what we're releasing. And we have three very important connections to the North Node. We have Venus, we have Saturn, and we have Mercury. And I'll tell you about that now. That's on the 3rd, so Mercury's retrograde. All conjunct, joining forces with the North Node. So this is super important because, and could be frustrating actually if you don't handle it, you know, in a way that is supportive of you. You might feel frustrated. I want my future now, now, now. But what all this energy is saying to you is, you know, wake up to your soul path. Wake up to where your soul compass is pointing. It's not about where your will, your ideas, you know, there's a deep wisdom and knowledge inside you that transcends the ego, you know, that transcends what we are brought up to believe or what we superficially crave. And we are being woken up to what our true soul path is in terms of our relationships, in terms of abundance, in terms of responsibility with Saturn. You know, it's almost like, I won't say we've got no choice, because we can always choose unwisely and we can always ignore wisdom. But the universe is speaking directly to our spirit now, saying, you know, now is the time. Wakey, wakey. It's time to go forward. We're at this complete transformation of energy. There has been a portal of change. We've been catapulted energetically forward to the next level. And now we have to walk the talk. And now we have to go forward in that. So it starts, the start of this journey is when Mercury is retrograde, conjunct the North Node. And there is this sense of, you know, where are we going now? Right? What does my soul say? And you'll be talking a lot. You might even think about things, like it may even be that in the past you knew what your soul journey was. And along the way, it got eroded, or you felt you couldn't do it, or you got involved with people that didn't believe in your dreams. Now is the time to stand up for yourself, to listen to your intuition very, very clearly, and do the right thing for you. No doubt you've already had signs and symbols and messages and a stronger feeling about where you're going and what you need to do. And there'll be many conversations. In fact, someone may pop up from your past that you have a conversation with, and you start to remember, you know, what it is, how you want to evolve for your future, how you want to transform to create a beautiful life for yourself.